Yeah,
that's why I don't understand how some people support him. Like he really said out his mouth.
What you said?
He really out his own mouth.
Yeah. What he said? You forgot?
Welcome to the Empty Opinions Podcast, bitch.
See this is new, I think, right? Like I didn't have like last time I was doing like the freestyles, right?
Yeah.
Stop doing that shit. I got bored. I got tired of it.
It was long too, so I couldn't understand
Way
why.
too
Like,
long.
I
Yeah, exactly. Now there's like a minute intro with just like this theme song. I'm Dominican, so I gotta rap my fucking music.
Real shit.
My goal is to have like somebody who in the first like 30 seconds starts twerking to this music. I can't wait to have that guest. That's gonna be my goal. You know, to have a good podcast. Yeah, but the reason I made it short because it was too long. It made it awkward like halfway through the beat. Like nobody wants to freestyle, nobody wants to say anything.
Because nobody know what the fuck to say.
No, and I'm like putting myself on the spot for no reason. Like making myself uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was there anything you wanted to bring? There was something you wanted to bring up, I think.
Was it?
Before we started. Yeah. You were saying, we'll save it for the rest of the conversation. Was there something in mind? Well, first off, let me just say this. Let me start off with this. Nothing personal, but we're recording this before we know who the fuck the president is. Right. This episode is going to come out next Monday. Mm-hmm. So I'll just say, let me see what I'm going to say. Congratulations to Biden for winning. Because they're going to see it in the future. I'm just going to say he won. Hopefully I don't jinx it. But
you didn't. You speaking it into existence.
But have you noticed how many people are posting that they're voting and shit? Have you noticed that?
Well, yes, I have noticed, and then people like saying go vote. So I work at like a call center.
Yeah.
And I work at the dentist's office. So yeah.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Yeah, there you go. No, wait, that's the wrong sound effect. Hold on, no. I'm looking for the. Let me see. No, that's not it. Whatever. Fuck it. I need to get my sound effects in order, but that's really tough. That's
so when
really,
I was calling
really
like my patients and stuff, they were just saying like, "Oh, go vote," everything like that. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's why well, we'll know by the time this episode comes out, but I think we're recording this before we know. But I think Biden is going to win because of that. I think people are motivated to vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you remember last time? I don't think people gave a fuck. I don't think, because people were shocked. That
he was even running for president in the first place, and nobody thought that he was gonna win.
No,
let's
exactly.
just state that, like, nobody thought that Trump was actually gonna run that presidency.
Yeah, I don't think nobody thought that he was gonna win, so I think that's why people really weren't voting. I think now, here's two things I saw on my fucking Instagram feed. There was only two things today. One was people telling other people to vote or posting pictures of them voting, and then the second thing is everybody posting the skyline today because it was like purple and fucking orange and shit.
Yeah.
If you go to your Instagram stories, it's gonna be those two things only. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, yeah. Congratulations to Biden. He won.
Yeah.
Last time you were in this podcast, you were starting to talk to this like Asian boy. It was like, hopefully this goes places. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're in the talking stage. Everything seems fine. We'll see how it goes. And now you show up. I'm like, I'm here, and then I look, and he's dropping you off. So I mean, obviously a lot has happened in that.
Yes, a lot has happened,
situation.
and it worked out.
That's great.
Favor.
That is really good.
Yeah.
It's just funny, yeah, because I want you to go back and listen to that when we're talking about it.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious to think, like, when you still in that, like, I'm cautious.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like, oh my God, it's like crazy because now I think so much differently than what I did when I first did that podcast. So, like, if you were to ask me those questions now, I would probably give you a different answer.
Yeah, like as opposed to, well, we talked about just relationship shit in general. What have you learned? Like, what have you changed your mind on recently? That, like, anything that you've learned, especially I guess with relationships, specifically cheating, because I know there was the one thing that I remember from that episode. You were very adamant and were like, I'm gonna find somebody who doesn't cheat.
Yo, and
I don't
still
care.
to this, yo.
I want to find the clip, because in the clip you're like, I don't care if I have to look through the end of the world.
And that shit is still stamped to this day.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, yeah, obviously. You know what I mean? Because, still with them. That's great. You look like you're very happy.
And I really am.
Yeah.
I could truly say that, like, I'm poor as shit right now in my life. I'm so fucking poor. I'm so fucking broke. But, like, the fact that I really have, like, somebody that I'm in a relationship that cares so much about me and I care so much about him, and then I have my friends that are my true friends surrounded by me, like, at this point, I don't give a fuck about how rich or poor I am right now. I'm really just living life. Like, I'm really just going through the emotions right now.
That's good. Well, the other thing, there was I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast or not, but there was a little bit of a beef with family. Yeah. Well, not beef, but just you trying to figure out how am I going to handle this. Actually, this wasn't even on the podcast. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine.
Oh, no, we can. Okay,
because I just remember me commenting because you were asking it, like, for advice. Because you were on your fence site. You were like, you know, I'm seeing some weird shit. I don't know how to react to this. So I don't know what's happened since. Okay, refresh my memory. Basically, I think it was just, like, they said something. You know, the typical, like, the thing that you don't like is when people talk behind your back and say whatever behind your back. Yeah. So it was just that, but it wasn't really anything bad. It was just talking, and then you were like, I'm about to fucking fight her, or whatever the fuck you said. I probably said that. Also, recently, it seems like things are at least looking okay.
Honestly, in terms of that. I feel like that situation happened to me so many times, I can't even remember. Like which one? Members? Yeah, I can't even remember which one it was because I feel
so what's the usual issue that
I don't
you
know.
Come across?
Like, honestly, truly, I always feel like my family hates me. I always feel like that. Like, I'm like, why the fuck do y'all hate me so much? Like, what did I do? Yeah. But then that also comes from I take shit personal all the time. If you say something a certain type of way, I'm gonna take that and run with it. So don't be surprised if I never speak to you again. Like, that's kind of like how I am. So I feel like...
How the fuck does your boyfriend deal with that? Because as a guy, amazing. All I can think
of... He's really amazing.
Yeah, like, but... So he's never said anything that you kind of, like, took the wrong way? Because I can... Listen, I've gone through that myself. Like, I can come across or say certain things that I don't really think about, and then I say it, and it's like, oh, shit, why did I say that? And then it becomes a whole thing. I feel like kind of how, like, we work through that, though. Like... Okay.
I don't immediately get, like, super mad. Okay. I'm going to bring it to your attention first, and then how you react to it is how I'm going to respond to that. Okay, if it's not something like, if it's not something that I feel like you blatantly did to me, I'm just going to be like, hey, listen, you did this to me, and I really didn't like that. Like, that I felt some type of way about it. And a lot of the times, people don't know how to take that, and that's why that turns into something bigger than what it should have been. Like, when I talk to my boyfriend, when he says certain shit or do certain shit, I be like, yo, I really didn't like that. And he'll be like, oh, I really didn't, like, mean it that way, and I didn't see it that way. Now I know I will not do it again. I feel like that's kind of how our relationship works.
That's great. That's good that he does that.
I'm really vocal about how I feel. Like, no.
Yeah, that is good, and I guess that's your problem when people don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, people really don't know. It's crazy. Like, people talk so much shit about communication, and people don't know how to communicate for real. When it all comes down to it, they don't know.
And also, something I've realized, I don't think honesty is a very rare thing. I don't know why I don't know why, like, I guess I take that for granted or don't really realize it, but recently I was like, yeah, just being honest and saying how you feel or, like, just talking is very, like, people don't do it.
I really love that you brought that up. I really love that you brought that up because, no, you're right. Like, people aren't honest anymore about really, like, what's going on. Like, people aren't
honest about anything. Isn't that crazy?
No, they're really not.
That's weird to me.
And even if you ask them a question in black and white, they'll still somehow make it gray. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I asked you a question, like, why don't you just... Or they'll just lie straight up about it. Like, it's... I don't know. I feel like we need more honesty in this world.
Yo, I feel like... All right. I don't know if this is gonna come off the wrong way, but I mean, you seem more calm. If that makes sense.
I am calmer. I mean, you know me since, like.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you. So that's why I'm like, I'm noticing, like, your vibe is more like, it almost feels like a family woman. That's what it feels like to me. You're like a family woman now. You're like calm. You're wearing scrubs.
I fucking love that.
So that's not an insult. That's not bad.
No. Okay. I definitely have evolved. Like, I'm really not as crazy as I used to be. Because I surround myself around people who don't make me crazy. And I smoke weed, so
that
I
helps
be
you
on my
calm
chill
down.
shit.
That's good.
Yeah, I be on my chill shit. Like I don't sweat the little stuff no more. Like I feel like I'm at a place in my life where I'm headed to bigger and better things. And either you rocking with me or you just not rocking with me. Like either you coming or you staying, because I'm not waiting.
So the thing about like that you're not around people who make you crazy. It's just like you're not around drama or just I'm around people who care more about my feelings now. Like I feel like before I used to surround myself around people who really didn't like care too much about how I felt or like stuff like that. Like I said, I'm big on communication, and if I tell you I don't like something, don't do it or try not to, or you could talk to me about it, because maybe it's something I'm doing. So it's like I don't know, I've been surrounding myself around people who really want better for me and want better for themselves. That's good. I think at the end of the day, we don't realize how important that is. I think people
I really only talk to like probably like 5 people. Like really my boyfriend, my bestie I live with, and then a few other people. My friend Essence, like it's I don't know, I don't talk to that many people. Circle. Yeah, it's a really, really tight. Yeah.
Well, what's a line? You squares can be around my circle, some shit like that. Really, whatever it is.
Listen, I hope that's what it is, because that shit.
No, yeah, it definitely. I think everybody just needs. I feel like when you look at everybody, it's really mostly your surrounding, because I feel like nobody wants to be like live a crazy life or like be something that you can't handle, right? Like that's a problem. But sometimes that could be your family. Sometimes that could be like friends that you grew up with. That it's kind of hard to get away from those people. You know what I mean?
It is.
Yeah. You know, the other thing, did I bring this up in the episode we did? I'm sure I did. Like, I brought up Miss Streeper. Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely remember. I brought up Miss Streeper.
Did we talk about it off camera though? I think we talked about it afterwards.
We talked about Mr. G off camera.
Shit. Yeah.
Miss Streeper was.
They're both.
I don't know what the fuck Mr. Giacomini's doing right now, but Miss Streeper, I've actually like somehow found more information. Like she's definitely like on a list now. What? She's off. She's Christian. Like
she can't be Christian.
She is. I guess like she was. You know, that's what's turned her life around. I can believe that you're trying to make your life better.
Me too.
But the fucked up thing about it is that they literally just put out all your information out, like her whole address, everything.
Oh my god!
I found that shit. I was like, wait, what?
It's for fucking little kids. Like what?
That's
the fuck?
crazy that she fucked that little young kid, man.
Like. He's probably fucked up right now and doesn't even know it. Like, he's probably really like.
I think I'm gonna have him on the podcast. So we'll talk about how did that affect your life. No, actually, that's what's fucked up, because I couldn't find the person. They didn't reveal that information.
Luckily for him, like he's probably really like fucked up over there. Like niggas love to make it seem like they want to fuck an older bitch so bad. She will really fuck you up, my nigga. You just got raped. Like
you didn't really. Yeah, exactly. She took advantage. of you.
That's really what happened to you. Like.
Yeah, but how are you feeling? All right, let's take a step back. We're comfortable here, right? You're chilling. Yeah.
Do I look chill?
Yeah, you look very chill, and that's great. How are you feeling? Like what's going through your mind? What have you been? How has obviously your life has been pretty good over the past however weeks, months, whatever. How was today?
Today was long. No, let me not say that. Today was fast but busy.
How is that? Like doing a call center? Does that? And first
I just started working here, so I'm still training.
Okay, so you're okay, good. So you don't have that much experience. The one thing I noticed, actually, one time I applied for a call center, just a random job, and I walked in, and for whatever reason, it's all women. Is your call center all women?
No.
Is there a lot of guys?
It's not a lot of guys, but...
Is it mostly women?
Mostly. Okay. I would say mostly women. Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I mean, women are pretty. Like, who wants to walk in and, like, see a guy?
That's true. I mean, I would... Yeah, as a guy, that would be heaven. But I felt weird when I went to apply to that job, and it was like, all I could see were women. I was just like... And, like, older women, too, like, in their 40s, 50s, and I'm, like, 18. I'm like... I don't know if this is gonna be the right fit for me, but what?
Because before I started working here, though, I was working at CCIS.
The fuck is that? What is
it? It's like they give you like money for childcare and stuff like that. Like they help out like families that need money for childcare.
But what did you do?
I was an eligibility specialist, so I dealt with like applications, like redeterminations and shit like that.
Okay, how was that? Well, obviously
it
you
was
quit.
Okay.
Did you quit or were you fired?
No, I quit.
I don't.
Wait, let me put that out there because let me tell you something. They most definitely send out emails when you quit.
Yeah.
They send out little spiteful fucking emails saying that they fired you. Like, I had to make that bitch known. Like, no, y'all ain't firing me. I straight quit. Don't send that email out. Don't do that.
Wait, so this was an actual email that they said you saw it? How did you?
Because I be knowing. Because they do it all the time to everybody.
That's fucked up to do that. It's fucking. That's the worst. But what happened? Why did you quit? Was it something crazy or you just got bored?
No. I quit. I feel like where I'm at now is just a better opportunity for me. So I wanna go to dental school and shit like that. So
that's tough.
Yeah, I think I want to be a dentist. I think I really found what I wanted to do in my life.
Interesting. You want to be a dentist?
And I used to when I was younger, but then working in a dental environment and then seeing like doctors really like take care of children's teeth and like just wow, I want to be a child's dentist.
Did you like going to the dentist when you were younger?
I did.
Really?
I didn't mind the dentist.
That's
actually.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean people who want to be dentists are special. I'll say that because who the fuck wants to go to the dentist? Even just being in that environment is just weird. You know what I mean? It's very cold.
It's so comfortable to me. Like, I be bundled the fuck up.
Yeah,
in there,
yeah. I don't know.
Like, I like the dentist, and I like the younger too. I guess.
You what? The what?
I like going to the dentist when I was.
Do you
younger.
like dealing with kids?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Yeah.
So what's the extent?
To a certain extent.
Where does it get to the extent? Where's the line?
When you're just being bad, like when you're just being bad for no reason, like
no, that's where
when you're crying for no reason, like now you need to go back to your parent.
Yeah, when you're crying for no reason, when like, because I used to work with kids for like 3 months, I couldn't do longer than that. Like I applied to this job, I don't know how the fuck they hired me. I had no experience with kids beforehand. They made me like a group leader for these shit. Like these 4 to 8 year olds. That was like the group. It was so crazy, man. It was crazy. Cause here's the thing, they don't stop. And that's my issue with fucking kids. Like, they don't stop. And like, you get tired, they don't. And then when you like, and that's the problem, cause you might like feel good, right? You're in a good mood. It's like, oh, I want to play around with you. And then you're like, get tired.
You don't want to play no more.
And then it's over.
I think
like, they'll never stop playing with you.
Kids, it depends. Because I feel like if you know me, I want to be a dentist for kids and stuff. So the fact that I get to like I'll work on your teeth and then you go back home to your mom, that does not bother me at all. I feel like having my own kids would bother me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I like babysitting and I love other people's kids and stuff. Like I could babysit. Like
you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy being around like kids that I can give back. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Because I can. Because once they stay with you, then you're like, I could fuck this kid up like mentally. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. You know, that's the thing I've noticed recently. It's like how like when you have a kid, like how you can kind of fuck them up easily if you don't do certain things.
If you don't do shit the right way,
things you may not even be thinking about. You just like I forgot. I didn't say how are you today, and then the kid has self-esteem issues 10 years from now. Like shit like that like blows my mind. Like for example, here's the thing I was talking about. This is deep, but I was talking to my sister about this because my dad did this thing when we were younger. Like when he really wanted to learn a lesson, like he would. This sounds fucking crazy. And there was nothing weird about it, but this is just how my dad took, because it was a hard ass. So it was like, you know, I'm gonna stay with you in this room. We're gonna lock the door, and you're gonna learn whatever lesson I'm trying to teach you. And if you don't learn it, you don't leave. My sister, she just did it and was happy and left. I, on the opposite, like that fucked me up to this day because the whole lesson he was trying to teach me is that think before you speak, and he was trying to get that through my head. And I did at a certain point, like he gave me this saying and I learned it. And that's when but ever since that time, there was something in my mind was like, I'm never going to think about what I say. Isn't that crazy? But my sister, he did the same exact thing. Like this is something we were talking about. We're mind blown by this because like, it was almost like an experiment. And he did the same thing to her. And now she's fine. She's just thinks before she speaks. And for whatever reason, I was just like, no, fuck that. I'm never doing that again. To this day, like, he asked me, like, what's that saying I taught you? I was like, I don't remember. It's like, my dad is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with you. And now I have a podcast where I just talk before I think.
Yo.
So it is what it is.
That right there, the fact that this came out of that.
Yeah, hold on. I have a clap sound effect. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Dad. You're the reason why I have a podcast.
Yep.
You didn't mean for that to happen, but yo, what the fuck is gonna happen if Trump wins? What if Trump has won? By the time you're listening to this, we may be in a world where Trump won again.
I know.
Did you see that shit on Instagram where like they were saying like there's people like planning mass killings? Did you see that shit?
I did hear some shit like that, but like, what the fuck?
No, that's ridiculous. That's people posting.
I really hope that that's fake. Like, I really hope that that's not real.
There's no way it's real. That's crazy, and that makes me mad about the internet. It's not.
We're gonna be sick of shit of it.
Listen, it's gonna be bad regardless of who wins.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I mean? Because it's like either Trump wins, and then the Trump supporters get bold, or Trump loses and the Trump supporters get mad.
You mean bolder, because they're already out here doing shit.
Bro,
like
I've never seen more Trump supporters in Philly before this year.
No,
have you noticed that?
I've noticed. How can't you?
Yeah, they're just like now chilling.
Are y'all even from here? Like, where did y'all come from? Being
just showing
Trump
up.
supporters.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I didn't know y'all was this bold. But yeah, they're showing up everywhere. All right, what? I guess I'll get back to this, your relationship, because I don't know what the fuck else to talk about. Like right now, I'm really struggling to think of stuff.
Really? Are you? I feel like the conversation
kind of
flowing so well.
I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to push it forward. I mean, just how is the relationship? What has surprised you about it? There must be something that surprised you, because I feel like this relationship specifically has had a hand in you calming down. If that makes sense. If I'm right about this.
I feel like
we can all find love. That's what it taught you.
Anybody can find love. Anybody can find love. You just can't be a dumbass. Like anyone can find love. Let me say that right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
You and you and you and you and you can all find love. Leave him. Leave her, king. When I tell you, yo, if you know you deserve better, get the fuck up one out of there and go find the love of your life. And that's really just it.
Oh,
no,
man.
like really.
All right.
Really. Like I really suffered. Like
really?
I really
Okay.
I really didn't know how much damage like my last relationship did to me until I got into this new one.
What kind of damage? If we can
like,
get into that.
I feel like I was not even was because I'm still healing and I'm still mending, and like my boyfriend has definitely healed so many different parts of me. Like it's ridiculous.
That's good.
Like, I had like self-esteem issues, and like just so many bad things came out of that. Like I started thinking worse. I already have anxiety. My anxiety like skyrocketed. Like it was just so much shit. It was like it was like really like a mental battle between myself, like my thoughts and like how do I think, how do I like feel. It's like it was all of that, and then really just starting fresh with somebody who doesn't hurt me. Like that's really just it.
Amen, sister. No, I mean, no, yeah, exactly. It could be. It's funny because you're now like, because my friend CD, he also got in a relationship with this girl. He kind of tells me the same thing. It's like what I'm starting to realize. I mean, and it's obvious, but I feel like people don't see that because they're maybe going through stuff. But it's like it's as simple, just finding the right person. You know what I mean?
It's
like
hard. Like I understand why people like look at me for 4 years. I never knew like the whole time I was dumb, and I'm over here like calling people dumb. Like you really don't know that you're in a situation until you get out of it. Like until you really
that's
had
what
enough.
I'm saying. That yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So you never. You will think everybody's a certain way until you meet somebody who isn't, right? And
right.
You know what I mean?
No, right. And then like for a long time I'm like, dang, like I'm probably really not even gonna like anybody. And like I not only like love my boyfriend so much, I like him so much. Like
that's good.
Like,
that's good. You guys hang out. Yeah, I see your guys.
Yeah, like we really just hang out. Like that's
yo. You know the thing that's making me mad. It's just everybody I know's like everybody is learning about themselves and their lives are getting better, and I'm over here like I'm seemingly only getting worse and worse. Not
Wait,
like,
why do you say that? Why do you say that?
Not worse and worse, but I think I'm starting to like actually acknowledge the issues now. You know what I mean? Like it's not like now I'm starting to realize, oh, this is an issue, as opposed to before I didn't even know about it. So it was like blissful about it. But I think
be more specific with that.
It's as simple as me getting fucking fatter. Obviously, you noticed I was fat, right? Be honest. I mean, you can be honest.
You've gained a little weight, but
yeah, I saw you looking on my belly. You're like you're underselling it. No, like it's as simple as me getting fucking fatter and like all the. But then I see all my friends like. You know, like you was like, oh, family woman, you know, God-fearing woman. I see my friend CD. He's in a lovely relationship, and he has a fucking, you know, a personal trainer certificate. Like my friend Barbie, just like fucking as fit as they can be. Like my friend Jeffrey, like who used to be 10 times
work out with Barb?
Barb. Well, she's going to college like outside of Philly, but.
Aww. Good for her.
Yeah, I need to. I mean, I just need to fix a lot. But I don't want to make this about myself. All right, let me stop because
I really want to know. Actually, like I'm interested.
It's just, like I said, it's just as simple as finding probably the right person. But here's the thing: I've just gotten kind of unlucky because every girl that I start talking to, they just want something different from what I want. You know what I mean?
What do you want?
A relationship.
Okay.
Or I guess something that lasts longer than a month, because they've all been like, it could be just talking or an actual relationship. It always lasts like a month, because like a month is like where you actually know what is happening. You know what I mean?
Where are you looking for love?
That's a problem. I'm not really like that's, you know, it's funny. I actually talked to a therapist about this, and she was like, yeah, your problem is that you're going off of you're making a pattern out of something that you're not even doing. So like every girl that you meet or like start talking to, they just kind of like pop up out of nowhere. Or she compared it to like apples falling out of a tree, right? And then you're thinking, oh, this is just how it is, but I'm not actually going out there to find the apple. You know what I mean?
And you know what? And then a lot of people say like love finds you, which is true. That's true, but at the same time, if you're not like open to your options and you're not like going out there like meeting new people and like making the efforts to like really like, you know, expand your fucking horizon, I would have never, I'm gonna tell you something right now, I would have never dated nobody from no South Philly. Let me tell you that right now.
Ooh, why not?
Because like I feel like growing up in North Philly, I talk shit about everybody that's not from North. Like if you're not from North, I'm really talking shit about you. I really couldn't believe that happened.
Yeah, how was that? I mean, how could you even get over that?
South Philly to the death of me. I can't believe that.
What?
Yeah.
You're repping South?
I'm still North Philly. I'm still North Philly. Let me say that.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, no. Yeah,
I'm still Badlands Least for real.
I was about to kick you out of this podcast.
No, I'm not getting the fuck up on out of here.
No, but yeah, it is a mix of like.
Yeah, I'm joking, but no, still like.
No, it's
you
putting
really
yourself.
Gotta meet new people like in different places.
Yeah, it's like putting yourself in a position where that can come to you. You know what I mean? Because it's like if I stay in this apartment the whole time, it's not gonna find me. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. It's like you actually. So that is a thing like that I've actually been trying to do. But I mean, can I tell you this? Let me tell you this. Something that happened recently. It's very simple. It's nothing crazy, but so. This is just a funny story, and it got me so mad. I gotta tell you. So like, there's this girl who I knew from my high school years, right? And she was only in high school for like 2 years. My high school for like 2 years. She ended up leaving, but she was always very pretty, and I followed her on Instagram, whatever. And I would do the thing. Obviously, we would swipe up from stories and try to slide into them DM. I tried about 5 times, and I think at that point I was like, let me stop, and then I stopped following her. Wait, was she responding? No.
Oh, okay.
So I stopped. I was like, I got the message. I'm like, you're looking fucking stupid. So then I just unfollowed her, right? And then for a couple of years, I wasn't following. And then one day I randomly saw her account again. And I was like, oh. And then I followed her again because she was pretty. And then I saw all the messages like, all right, I got to chill. So then I've been kind of like, so I became more strategic with it. Then I'm like, all right, now I got to actually, how am I going to do this? I can't just send a random message. You know what I mean? Like just. This is leading somewhere. I became less hesitant to just swipe up and say whatever, you know, because I'm going to get fucking ignored. So I'm like, I got to figure out something else. And so that... Let me tell you this.
I'm sorry, I'm like tall as shit. Like trying to fucking be under here.
You're good. But the thing about it is like, the end of the story is not that crazy, but it's just something that like just this story. It's not crazy, but it's basically what is happening in my life. Is that a prime example? What the fuck the vibe of my life is right now, right? So, you know, she usually, like everybody else, is like, ask me a question, whatever, right? And like in those instances, that's where I'm like, all right, it's my time to shine, right? And she's done it a couple times, and I always tend to question it or like say something. I don't remember what, but I'm sure something flirty. And she never posts it on her story. And Obi made me like, what the fuck? She didn't see my shit? Why she didn't post my shit? Why she didn't respond to my question? But she never did. And then one day, she's like, recently, like this past week, she's like, all right, ask me any question. I'm answering all of them this time. And I was like, all right. Gotta figure out the right thing to ask. Right? Hold on, let me finish. So then I'm like, all right. It took me a good 5 minutes to figure out what the fuck I was gonna say, but I figured it out. It was very simple. It was all I said was, should I try to shoot my shot? Or are you not looking for anything? Right? Like very like, because I was ready to give it up at that point because she wasn't a fucking answer. But I just needed that final like.
That final like shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like stop. And I got it, but not in the way I wanted. So that was the question. Should I try to shoot my shot or are you not looking for anything? Bro, you know what she said? It's very simple. It like, I can't tell you how mad this shit. It said, I don't even know you. Let me tell you why I was mad at this. Let me tell you. What? You're looking a little. Well, let me put my case out and then you can defend it. But I was just like, what the fuck does shooting your shot mean? What is it? What happens when a guy tries to shoot his shot? He gets to know somebody? Isn't that the whole point of it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Like,
Just
whether you know
all
or
right,
not.
whatever. No. You seem a little confused about something. Just let it out.
Who, me?
Yeah, you're like stone faced and like you're not giving me anything. I need to know what the fuck is going on.
Because I really can't believe that that's what she said.
Oh, you're like it's like
I'm
rude
surprised.
thing.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know what the fuck you're
thinking. If I was a guy, I would be like.
Well, yeah, that's
that would be
okay.
Like,
that's that.
Or
okay.
not even that, but like, damn, like I'm kind of embarrassed now. Like you couldn't just say like, no, I'm not looking for shit, and then like you really would have just like left her
I didn't
alone,
know if you weren't on my side. I thought you were about to be like, yeah, that's just a normal thing that people. I didn't know you were on my side or not.
I think that was like kind of like.
It was fucked up, man.
Yeah,
it was fucked up.
Yeah,
that
was
hurt my.
up.
Yo, bro, I was like,
that's fucked up.
But the thing that bothered me is like you said, you could just be like, nah, I'm not looking for nothing.
No, yeah, that's why I give that face because I'm like, ouch, like damn.
Yo,
that's
but
so fucking hard.
I know it is, and I feel like. That was the yes that I needed. That was like the shut up that I needed. It was way more
not in there. Wait, now I see why you said that.
It was the shut the fuck up that I needed, but definitely not the one I was expecting. No. I just wanted to, but I was just mad because it's like, one is just unnecessarily rude, and two is like it don't even make sense because when a guy's trying to shoot a shot, he's trying to get to know somebody. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't even, I took it literally, like I was reading it literally, but it was like a.
But that was literally though, like how else do you take that? Like how else do you take? I don't even know you. Like okay.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole point. That's why I was asking if I could shoot my shot because I don't know you. That was about to. The B word, but I'm holding back.
Yes, respecting women, 2020.
Yeah, no, but it's just, I mean, sometimes it's funny. If you drop it at the right time, it's funny, but like I've stopped myself because that's another, but basically that's what's happening right now in my life. That story, that's, if there could be like a mood for my life right now, that's that story. So that's why I'm like a little bit off. You know what I mean? I'm like, so now I'm almost even just trying to just focus on everything besides it. You know what I mean? Just
Tinder?
Yeah.
I mean, it's quarantine. So
on and off. I mean,
idea.
on and off. It's like I get on it and then I see who the fuck likes me and then I delete it. You know what I mean? It's like it's never who you want it to. And it never leads anywhere. I don't know. I always like get on and off. It's like every 3 months. 3 months on, 3 months off. 3 months on, 3 months off. Yeah. What advice do you have for me? I gotta check the camera real quick. You can just keep talking. It's still recording. What advice do you have for me?
I really like when it comes to like your dating advice. I feel like you truly.
You had the jackpot. Tell me some fucking advice. I mean,
no, you really do gotta get out there and really meet like new people. Like you really do. You really gotta just really get the fuck out there and be like, oh, who likes me? Or why you don't hit up nobody from middle school? See who fucking with you.
They all got kids. I can't do that. You think I should get with somebody who has kids?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
I actually wouldn't have an issue with it. I'm just joking. This is a joke. But yeah, that's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, they all have kids. I mean, yeah, it's funny because that's just crazy where everybody's at.
Yeah. I
don't think anybody from that, I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, who's doing the best out of everybody out of middle school that we know? Because I was going to say who's doing the worst, but that's mean.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
There's a lot of people who are doing pretty bad. But I'm like, it's fucked up. And she's like, oh yeah, this girl Addy's doing it pretty bad. No, she's doing good actually. She's a family woman too.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, not for nothing. I feel like everybody like
people are coming down. Yeah,
in middle school. Yeah. More people are doing good than bad. I feel like I feel like everybody really is like really moving through the motions of life because when you have a kid, of course you adult faster. They're definitely really like doing their own thing. I feel like
no, they are. They're definitely, and yeah, it's a miracle to even. That's the thing I've been thinking about. What I think about a lot sometimes. It's just like how hard it is to get out of certain circumstances and like do better for yourself.
No, it really is.
It almost
really
is impossible when you're in certain circumstances. You know what I mean? When there's nobody really to guide you, and everybody's doing the wrong thing. Let's say, how do you yourself like say, okay, I'm gonna do this? And just push your own self. So that's why I'm always surprised with everybody that I see that, with a lot of the people from middle school, I'm like, that's crazy. Because, but
that's why you really got to surround yourself like around good people though. Because this time last year, like I really wasn't doing so well. I
couldn't tell from the episode we did.
Yeah. This time last year, what is it, November?
Yeah.
Yeah, this time last year, I was really fucked up in a whole lot of different ways. Like, and I could say that. And then, like, in a few months, like, I moved in with Daisha.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's who you were living with. Then.
Yeah, we lived together.
Great. That's great.
Yeah, and she's my bestie, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah, I feel like surround yourself. And then I met my boyfriend. So, it's like, like, I really did... You just got to put yourself, like, in a better situation, with people that do want to help you and people that do want to see you, like, really succeed in life. Like, that's really who you need to, like, it's hard because you do want to help everybody and you want to help yourself. But then at the same time, it's like, you really, it's 2020. Like, it's that time. It's crunch time. Yeah. Like,
another thing that happened to me, I was talking to this girl and then she posted herself twerking to another artist named Eladio. That made me mad. You know Eladio Carrion? Have you heard that artist?
No.
There's an artist called Eladio Carrion, and she posted herself twerking to another guy by my name. And there's not a lot of Eladios.
Why did she do that?
Yo, you look so shocked. I mean,
that goes back to the honesty thing because
no, that's good. That's good.
Really like when I hear like the shit that people do, I be like, no.
Yeah.
They did not fucking do that.
That's not even the worst part
because
of what she did.
Really, and people really just do that shit, really just for no reason in your face, and then don't care.
It's just fun. I mean, crazy. I'm glad you're on my side. That's why I have you on the podcast. I'm really
shocked.
Because I don't know, because I feel like you're angrier at this than I am, and it makes me feel better about it.
Why would y'all ever treat my friend like that?
I don't know why. At this point, I've gotten used to being like, oh, you're overreacting about this, or just try to make it funny. But I'm glad you're like so shocked. But that's not even the worst thing that happened that week. I mean, but this was on purpose. That is what I've realized now. Because she wanted me to stop liking her, I imagine. I think. That's a whole other story. And I got into this. But here's what I'll say. The worst thing about it was that she posted, like we were talking. And then she posted on Instagram. It was like tag their friends, and it was like a reaction gif. I've said this so many times, I don't give a fuck. Like to other people that get it, because I always gotta get it out. But like she posted on her story like a reaction gif. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but then she like added her own caption to it. It was like how she tagged both of her friends. How y'all see me when y'all see that I'm talking to 10 different guys and I'm single. Oh my god! I mean, it's just. I mean, imagine this like week back to back. I'm almost kind of numb to it. It's just funny to me. You know what I mean? It's just like the luck that I have. It's just funny.
Oh my god! That's really not funny though.
It's fucked up. I know. I mean, you know
what? All right, I'm not even gonna lie.
But this is where the honesty thing came in, because I gave her plenty of opportunities to be like. This is what I want, and they kind of don't want to be honest, and then they try to figure out this other way of like, you know, getting the message through you, but it's like way worse. Because if she would have straight up said, yo, I'm talking to 10 different guys right now, I wouldn't even be mad. Because she told me straight, I'm like, all right, well, I know what this is, and I can just simply walk away. But what were you going to say? I was just saying, I told you, well, I just told you the thing about honesty, and then I told you this story, and then you was like, you just feel like women are doing something.
Oh, shit. I forgot.
Because she was like, yeah, you're way too high. No.
All the fucking time.
No, but we were just... Yeah, you were just reacting to how fucked up that is, basically.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Yeah. What I was going to say was when I first started talking to my boyfriend... Yeah. We weren't even talking. He was just commenting on my shit.
Okay.
I had said something about me having 10 different boyfriends, and I never, like, really thought much about it. And then a few days ago, he actually brought that up.
Oh, yeah.
I was like...
That shit been brewing inside of him ever since. It's like the back of his head, like, I know everything, but what the fuck did she mean by 10 boyfriends?
No, and he really did bring that up, and I'm like, oh, shit. You fucking remember that?
Yeah, he didn't forget.
Yo, we weren't even talking yet. Like, you was just commenting.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. What was it? What did you say? Do you remember what it was? Or you just mentioned you had 10, like, jokingly, I got 10 boyfriends or something?
I wasn't joking at that time.
Oh, okay.
But they, like, weren't real boyfriends, though. So that's why, like, when he said it, I was like, what? Yeah. It was...
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny that he brought it up, like, what, almost a year later? It's like, never forgot.
Yo.
Oh, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. The only thing I can do, the only thing I've realized, the only hope for me is just, you know, be successful.
Yeah,
like to be honest with you, like, just keep doing what I'm doing, get successful at it, and then it's just gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like all that kind of stuff with, like, they're gonna come to me at that point. So
yeah,
like,
but you still gotta put yourself out there though.
Well, yeah,
if you want to find somebody authentic, because you don't want nobody eating off of your success.
That's true. That's why it's better to find a ride or die. I was talking about this too. It's crazy how like how guys who are broke as shit or like want to be rappers convince their girl to like pay for all their shit, like pay for the rent, like buy them food, everything. Have you seen this?
No.
Yeah, like guys who want to be rappers, they'd be like, "Oh, just hold me down, girl. I promise we're gonna come up big." Like that stuff.
Like a situation like that. Yeah.
I don't even understand how they do it. How do you convince a girl who's like, "Yo, I promise you, I'm gonna be big."
Yo, but sometimes,
if I was able to do that, I wouldn't be paying for this apartment right now. I'll tell you that much.
No, but sometimes they be for real.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they be dead.
They be for real.
Yeah, they be dead serious, but it's like, just, you really gotta believe in them. First of all, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Shitty. Oh my god,
that's a problem.
That's a bad job.
Yeah, that's a problem when you like.
That's a horrible.
You talking to a girl, it's like, oh yo, my boyfriend, you're gonna be a big rapper soon. Like, let me listen to his fucking music, and then you go to the SoundCloud, his fucking ass. It's like, oh shit, yeah, you're gonna be paying for all his shit for at least 10 years.
Maybe if you're doing like some other shit, like I don't know, like making your life actually useful. Like not saying that your life isn't useful like that, but
yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. What else? I mean, you're working at the call center. You are you got a boyfriend. Everything is going fine. You got your friends. You want to end up being a dentist? You said, like, ultimately.
Yeah. I'm in college right now. I'm fucking failing all my classes though.
Online school is not it.
It's absolutely not. And I really hope.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like, listen, like when they told me there's a possibility, because I go to Temple and they were talking, one of my professors was talking about how like there's a possibility that next semester is gonna be all online. Like, you should have seen my face. Like it turned like the same face you did when I told you what the girl said to me. Like it was that same face. Like, like I couldn't believe it. Like I at that point I was considering, should I even do college anymore? Like that's what was going through my head, because whatever the fuck is happening with online school is bullshit. It's bad.
No,
it's horrible. It's like, one of my friends described it perfectly. He was like, or she, I don't know who the fuck said it, but he said it's basically like online school right now is basically the last week of school and like the last week of middle school. You know what I mean? And like you don't have, everything is just busy work. Because all your grades are in already. Everything's... So they're just giving you busy work. You just got to do it. You don't even care what the fuck you're doing. You're just doing it.
It is and then it's not. Like, my pre-calc class, like, I'm feeling that shit out the ass. Like, yo, that shit's so
pre-calc.
bad. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just don't even go to Zoom class anymore because what the fuck is the even point?
Is it required?
It is mandatory, but shit, I work full time. What the fuck? How you expect me to make a living, go to school full time, do all this shit?
Exactly. Yeah, and at the end of the day, I feel the same way. And I feel like sometimes, like, college professors or just college in general, I feel like they're too cocky. Like,
no, they really are. Like, you probably live with your parents the whole fucking time. Like,
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, just in general, like, when they assign you work or, like, they expect you to do all this shit, I'm like,
yeah.
You know there's more important shit than this shit, right?
No, really.
Like, that goes through my head. I'm just like, I'll be mad because I'm like, I know y'all know there's more important shit. Like, there's days where, like, I have, like, 10 homeworks to do in a day, and I just, like, don't do it. Because I'm like, in my head, I just do it as, like, there's more important things. Like, I'm not about to go crazy because of this work. You know what I mean? Like, if I got to take at least one day off, but that's the thing. Don't even tell me. I mean, because I'm pushing that shit. I'm fucking loans is what I'm doing. I'm deferring
the fuck out that shit.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking.
No.
Yeah, that's what's fucked up about it. Yeah, the payments. But yeah, online school. But that's good that you're at least doing it. But yeah, online school's not it.
It's really not.
I don't know when the fuck they're gonna open shit up. Trump said it was gonna be a vaccine today.
He did?
Yeah, he said on election night there's gonna be a vaccine.
Yo, he's really
he be lying. He just be saying bullshit, man.
He be lying.
Yeah, he just be saying anything. No, Trump is. Yeah,
that's why I don't understand how some people support him. Like he really said out his mouth.
What he said?
He really out his own mouth.
Yeah. What he said? You forgot? Yo, that's so crazy.
I really gotta stop smoking.
You hyped up that. You hyped that up so much. Like, you said, you know what he said? Like, on the third time.
And I kept saying it because I'm like, what the fuck did he say? What the fuck did he say?
Yeah, on the third time you said what? You know what he said? I'm like, you don't know what he said.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yeah.
A summary of what he said. Yeah, it was some shit about women. That's what the fuck he said. Like, out of his own mouth, he really, like, all jokes to the left. There's really a whole picture of him with a little girl sitting on his lap. Like, there's really a whole like image of that out for the whole entire world to see, and nobody's fucking talking about that. Like, why aren't more people talking about this? Like, there was really a whole image. Yeah. Am I loud?
No.
I've always been loud.
You good. This is great. I love the energy. Let's go.
There's really a whole image of that. Yeah. And nobody says not one thing about that. Why?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, if not for anything, he's probably a pedophile, so you got to get him out for that. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, they're all pedophiles. Like, that's really the crazy part about it. Like, it's really crazy that there's real receipts out here of these, like, people in politics and these, you know, celebrities and shit like that. And, like, people could say it's a conspiracy all they want, but how many times before it's really not a coincidence no more? Like, you telling me, like, all these girls are just lying about shit? Their lives are fucked up. A lot of these girls that were, like, trafficked and shit are on drugs. Like, their life is fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, couldn't even, like, really get a job because they really don't have that much education because y'all were trafficked for so long. Like, it's so much shit that comes out of that. Like, it's crazy, and nobody really is talking about that. Like, they really do crazy shit. And I feel like I'm a conspiracy person. I love conspiracy theories. Like, I really love that. And the craziest shit
hold on. Let me just ask you this. Let me just ask you this. This answer that you give to... No, I'm joking. Do you believe in the 5G conspiracy?
The what?
The 5G towers?
I don't know too much about that.
Have you heard of it though?
Yeah, I have. Okay. I have, and I don't not believe in it.
Well, I was just gonna joke around. It's like, if you believe in that shit, you might as well get out now. Because it's just stupid. I mean, people are just.
I don't not believe in it because it probably is 5G, but in a way that we don't even know. Like it really could be like that. Like,
yeah, I think. You know, I don't mind conspiracy theories either. It's just it gets to a point like people don't believe anything, and when people don't believe anything, then what the fuck is true? Like I got really deep with it, and I got like annoyed at it because for me, like all I ever try to do is just understand as much as I can from anything, right? And I'm trying to understand a lot of stuff. So when there's people like who really don't believe anything, and they think everything is a conspiracy, frustrating. And so then I'm like, because you'll be arguing with them, right? And I'll be like, Yeah, but that came out a couple of weeks ago, and it's like real. You'd be like, nah, that's not true. That's fake. It's a conspiracy. I'm like,
but that's the thing,
fake,
though. But that's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of conspiracies really aren't conspiracies. They just aren't proven true because.
Well, yeah, a lot of things
say it's not true. Like, if somebody say it's not true, then it's not true. Like, I feel like that's kind of how it is. Like,
yeah, that. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like,
I was just about to keep saying yeah, and move on, but let me just stop and let you
so
explain.
Okay, so like with all like that whole pedophile shit that came out for like
that's
Trump and shit like that, like that's really facts. But then you still got people that's like, oh no, he's not. That didn't happen. No. Like that's what I mean. Like there's straight facts. But
exactly, that's the thing that I'm talking about. Yeah. There's certain things that are just facts, and like that, like the Jeffrey Epstein motherfucker who like killed himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's so obvious. It's like certain shit like that. That to me, that's not even a conspiracy. It's just like it is what it is what it is. But I'm just talking about like, because I remember like when I was talking to this girl, we were talking about like, you know, coronavirus and shit. And by the way, do you have that?
Corona? No. Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I guess I should have asked that before you came in.
Yeah, you probably should have.
I feel like at this point I probably have it.
I'm chill though.
That's good. Are you sharing blunts? Because I feel like that's how you catch it too.
I feel like I smoke my own blunt.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, your boyfriend. I don't know.
I mean, we smoke blunts together.
Okay, that's good. And you guys share. You know, you guys are together a lot of the time. I don't know, man. I don't. But you know what? Fuck Corona, man. I like who cares? I mean, whatever, dog. Like I don't know. I'm over that
man.
shit.
People are
like
really dying off that shit.
Yeah, but we're masking. Let's open everything up. I'm kind of mad at the whole world at this point. I'm like, if everybody's just wearing a mask, do you know anybody who's died from it?
Yes.
Really?
Well, not like no personally, but like I like people that like are in like a close like vicinity.
Like people you know.
Yeah,
people
like people that I know. Like
right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I know. I know people. And I've also know. I'm not saying it's not a real thing. I'm just saying like
not like people, but like. I know like one person, like, you know, like a family member, like sad, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure real. Those people don't think coronavirus is real at all. Those
they're really going to hell because how the fuck can you not believe that coronavirus is like, wear your fucking mask.
Yeah. Wear
your mask.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there just used to be this thing of like everybody has to wear a fucking mask. And let's keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like let's just.
Because if everybody got a mask on and you keep some distance,
be expensive as shit though. Let me tell you that.
Which
I went to the store to get a mask, one of the little blue Johns from the gas station. That shit was $2.45.
What?
For one. I said,
which
y'all
blue ones? Like
the
typical, like the nursey ones?
Yeah, the blue ones with the white line.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not
$2.45 for one mask. Like what?
I think I got my new hustle because I do Uber Eats and they send you that shit for free. So I think I'm gonna just sell that shit.
Yeah.
If it's $2.45, that's crazy.
And somebody like me, really, I needed it at that moment. Shit, I'm paying $2.45 for that.
Wait, hold on. You're talking about $245 or $2.45? No,
$2. I would never pay $200.
I thought you were talking about $245.
No,
$2.45 ain't nothing. What the fuck are you talking about?
$2.45 for a blue mask.
Yeah, it's just a mask. No. Come on, it's like chips. You know what I'm saying? It's like buying a bag of chips.
That's ridiculous. Maybe I'm cheap as fuck, but no, that's ridiculous.
No, I think for at this point, especially specifically now when everybody has to wear it, I feel like I thought you were talking about $245. I'm like, yo, at least you're rich.
I'm told you I was poor a few minutes ago.
Yeah, you did tell me that. I kind of wasn't listening. That's my big problem. Like I thought I was a good listener, but I'm not. I just remember shit that people tell me. There's a difference between like listening and listening.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is.
How do I become a better listener?
Ask questions.
What do you mean?
Like that.
I did that on purpose. No, like what? Like what do you mean? Just ask questions, like.
Yeah, like if somebody says something, don't be like, oh, okay. Like you should probably ask, even if it's a dumb question.
Yeah, no, I'm a curious person. You know what I mean?
Me
so
too,
like
me too.
I ask questions regardless, just because I'm curious. But I kind of scared myself a little bit because I was reading up something that like, that I might be there's a specific type of people that like get interested in other people, but only for so long, and then they don't give a fuck about them anymore. I think I might fall into that, and I think I mean you maybe can attest to that because like. we've hung out, but do I ever text you afterwards?
Not really.
Right, I don't do that. I don't know why I don't do that.
We really only talk to each other when we like really need something.
Yeah, I'm like
and
that. Do you think that's bad? I don't have a problem
with that.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't like our friendship. Like,
that's good.
And still to this day, I really tell people you're one of my closest friends.
Yeah.
Because you really are. Yeah. Like, even though we talk like probably like once a year.
Yeah, every time we do a podcast is when we talk. No, that's funny. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you feel that way because that's how I feel. That's how I feel about friendships. Like, all my good friends, I just text someone I need to. I don't want to fake. I don't want to be like, hey, how are you? Like,
you definitely asked me how I was though before you.
Wait, when did I ask you that?
When you asked me to get on a podcast, I think you said, "Hey, how are you doing?" Yeah,
no,
I feel like
what's
you definitely
my phone?
did.
I'm pulling that shit up. Pull it up because I know for sure I didn't say that.
Alrighty,
I know for sure.
Let's see, because I really feel like
I know for sure. I know exactly how I worded it. I just said, "Hey."
Oh shit!
Yeah. Read it. What did it say?
Okay, you said, "Hey, Alicia, I was looking back at our last podcast
read it.
episode. I was wondering if you want to do another one."
I don't bullshit, man. I got straight to it. Like that was my question.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from.
Wait, what did I say? Oh yeah, I said hell yes. Oh yeah.
You were hyped
okay,
to do
it. we jump right into it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't bullshit, man. Like I never
my
tried
fault.
to do that.
I don't know why. I really thought that's how it happened, but I really do be remembering shit that never happened.
Yeah, I just made it up.
Yeah,
just making stuff up. Yeah,
I know I really do, but I'm gonna tell you something. My mind really do be remembering shit like a way that never happened. Like, no, really, I do that to my friend all the time, and she be like, "No, bro."
Yeah.
I be like, "No, that happened." And then when like my boyfriend too, and then I be like, when they actually tell me what really happened, I be like, "Oh shit, yeah, that did happen."
At least you accept it. Yeah. How do you feel about people that unsend messages on Instagram?
You're a pussy.
Right?
You're really a pussy if you unsend a message. Like, you really gotta shock you for that.
To bring it back full circle, that girl that I was talking to you about, like I kept sending messages, she kept ignoring me. Like, and then I followed her again, and then I read the messages like years later. If I was a pussy like you were talking about, I probably would have deleted all those 5 messages. But I'm like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stand on that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And sometimes, you know what's so crazy?
What?
I gave you an example of when it didn't work, right? But recently, I slid into the DMs of this white girl who was talking about Dembo. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what the fuck that is? Like, I just sent her a question, and then I saw her. I sent her like 10 or some shit. I don't know. It was a lot, but she responded to that one. You know what I mean? So like at the end, I feel like women feel that way, especially even if it done if because they don't say who unsent it, but you kind of have an idea, right? Like when you see unsent message, or do you, or how do you feel when you see unsent messages like just randomly out of nowhere?
Like if a guy texts me and then like he unsends his message, I think that's funny as shit because I saw it. Like we both know that I saw it, so why would you unsend it? Now I'm gonna laugh even more because
no, that's hilarious. Just like fuck? Right away unsend it, yeah. And
then the crazy thing about it is like they know that you saw it or something, and then they'll still unsend it, and then
so,
that makes it more weird. When you unsend it, it makes it weirder.
Exactly.
It makes it weirder.
Just let it go. Just move
like,
on.
Just rock out. Like,
it's not that serious.
Yeah.
People think they can actually, you know what it is? Those people are stupid and they think they can actually unsend a message. Like, they can make it go back in time. Like, as if they never sent it.
Like, what the fuck? Like, I saw it.
Yeah, like,
I don't really give too much.
The most offended I've ever been, but something that somebody told me is that my friend J-Lo was like, "You look like you unsend messages." And I couldn't have been. It was so fucked up. I was like, that's the worst thing anybody has ever told me. That's why I brought it up. Yeah. I don't know why she did that to me. Like, I'm gonna stay with that like till I fucking die. It's like she thought I would send messages. Yeah, listen. Something I've realized: all my friends are honest.
You know what? You need to surround yourself around honest people.
No, I do. I think. Yeah, I think I am surrounded. Like most of my friends, they are just honest, and I think honest people find each other. I think that's why we're such good friends. You know, like you don't have to pretend.
You don't.
And that's so to me. That's I never want to pretend. Like that's always I can't pretend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's hard.
To a bad to a fucking point where it's bad, where it hurts me. But like I just can't. You know, it's just me. All right, we've been recording for like an hour now, but now the way we're gonna end these episodes, I just thought of this. Mm-hmm. I want you to, for like as much time as you need, just look to the camera or just talk to the microphone and just tell the people listening whatever. Say whatever to them. If you want to rant about something, it was like the other day I was walking down the street and this fucking homeless person tried to chase me. I don't know. You want to tell them a story? You want to give them some advice? Some motivation words? You know what I'm saying? Anything you like. I'll shut up because I talk too much. I'm going to shut up for the next 30 seconds to a minute so you can talk to the audience. All right, I'm going to shut up.
All right. I think something that, like, the maddest I've been this week.
Oh shit! Just listen. Hold on. Before you start, it's a very sensitive microphone.
I'm gonna back up.
So no, you can be close, but you can't, yell into.
All right, I'm gonna talk.
That's why I pulled it back earlier because you were going, you were going crazy.
That's so fucking embarrassing.
No, it wasn't embarrassing. It's for the microphone. You know what I mean? It's too sensitive.
Yeah,
it's not like this one. No, because this one,
All right, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like that.
Just talk, just.
Like oh, okay.
Do ASMR. Do ASMR.
All right, so the maddest I've been this week. Me and my boyfriend yesterday. Was it yesterday? What's today? No. Me and my boyfriend went to New York Sunday. And we went to, what is that called? We went to the Ice Cream Museum. So I'm waiting to take my boomy because, they got this cute little like DJ thing set up where it's like moving. So I'm like trying to do like this with the boomy and it's like pink everywhere. So like I'm trying to do a boomy. I'm waiting in line in my turn. Like somebody's in there taking their boomy. Why some girls really just walk up like in front of me to go get inside of the booth? I'm the type of person, I really don't like confrontation. But when it comes to like certain situations, like I feel like now you trying to bitch me. Like how dare you get in front of me when you see me waiting to do my little jump with the boomy? Like no. So I was like, I see her walking. I'm like, I had to get on my busky shit because I couldn't even do that. Like I'm like, excuse me, I was waiting right here. And she's like, she turns around. First of all, she's tall as shit. She turns around. She's like, what? I'm like, I was waiting right here, standing right here to take my picture, and you just came and got in front of me. So then she looks at me, like as if I don't know what. She looks at me, like I did something wrong. But she really just like walked away, and then I went to go take my boomy. And even though it really ended calmly, that really made me upset. Like you see me waiting here. You see me waiting here to take my boomy. Why can't you just wait in line like everybody else? Like, and you're supposed to be 6 feet from me anyway. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, that's it.
So you're like talking to the person. What would you say to that person if you could now talk to them and say whatever you want? If that random rude lady from that took your boomy spot, what could you say to that person right now if she was listening?
All right, let me just say it's the principle of shit. Let me just say that. Because that's what makes me mad. The principle makes me mad. If I was to see her, I would really say to her, learn some fucking manners. Because you know what? There's people like me in the world that like, I really have manners. I was just talking to my boyfriend about this. Like, I really have manners, and like when I'm in public, I know how to conduct myself in public. Like if I bump somebody or I like do something, I'm really not rude about it. I'll be like, oh shit, like I'm sorry, whatever. Or like I'll be like, excuse me. Or like if I don't know where the line starts, I'll be like, are you in line? Like no, people really are just rude as shit. Learn some fucking manners and be nicer to each other.
It's gonna be the title of the episode. Learn some manners. That's a pretty good episode. All right, Alicia, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for
podcast.
having me.
You're always, my sister asked me recently, like, who are like the best guests that you've had on the podcast, and I couldn't think of any, and I just remember that you are actually one of my favorite guests. You're one of the most entertaining people I know. Like I wish.
I love that.
Here's I'm gonna say this. When I do become like really successful, I definitely want to give you like some sort of show or something. Because you are one of the most entertaining people I know, one of the funnier people I know.
I fucking love that, yo.
You make me funnier. Like, whenever we talk, like, I become my funniest. You know what I mean? Because you're funny.
Yeah, it's activated.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just start saying shit. I'm like, I never say this shit with anybody. Like, I just get funnier when I'm with, I don't know. You're just a funny, entertaining person. And you're in a good place right now. And that's great.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for this episode. I'm not gonna do the outro now. I'm gonna do the outro later. So, back to you, me. All right, me. Thank you so much for throwing it back to me. I don't know if that was the best transition. I was trying to be fancy with it, and I ended it that way. I should have just been like, "Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much for doing this podcast, Alicia. I really appreciate it." She's like, "Yeah, no problem." And then it should have cut there, and then my introduction. But whatever, I fucked it up. I'm still new to it. I'm still trying that out. I'm trying new things. But yeah, this is the outro of the episode. That was episode 95 with Alicia. She's one of my, like she said, that surprised me. She was like, I'm one of her closest friends. And, if I think about it, she's definitely one of my closest friends, but I just never see it in that light. Just because of my anxiety and depression and isolation issues. Like, I never think anybody's my closest friend. But I do have close friends, and she's one of them. But that was a great episode. It was a good episode. It wasn't the best episode it could have been, mainly because of me. I didn't plan. There's certain episodes where I feel it. I feel the lack of a plan. Certain episodes I'm able to go with the flow, and maybe I don't know the person. Maybe that's what it is. When I know the person and I don't really have any questions for them, that's when I should have a plan of what to talk about. This episode was that. Like, I've known her for such a long time, and I kind of had her on the first episode, and I think I had like certain topics that I wanted to get through. But there was still some great moments in there. It just didn't feel cohesive. You know what I mean? It didn't feel like a cohesive hour. It just felt like a lot of peaks and valleys, which is fine. It's moments of silence and shit like that, and I felt self-conscious, and that's the thing. I think that's my thing with certain podcasts. I don't want to feel self-conscious. That's kind of what happened there, because I felt my lack of not knowing what to say. Because I mentioned this in the last episode. Usually I have to control everything. So any little awkward silence trips me out because I have to explain. And then some of her reaction, like facial reactions, was just like, wait, are you on my side? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because she wasn't reacting to me in certain of those parts. But it was a fun episode. It was fun hanging out with her. She's one of the funniest and most entertaining people I know. Like I told her, she makes me funnier. Like I told her, I said everything, all of this already. But yeah, that's my friend Alicia, and that was episode 95. I don't know what to call it yet. Oh yeah, learn some manners is what I'm gonna call it. That won't really make sense until the very last 5 minutes of the podcast, but it's a fun title regardless. Yeah, that was episode 95. Learn some manners. Now I'm gonna do some housekeeping, I guess. Follow me on social media at Eladio. Well, first off, her social media is gonna be in the description of this episode. Follow her there, right? That's most important. I'm gonna put her Instagram, and I don't know if she has a Twitter. I'm just gonna put her Instagram. Go follow her. She's fun. But also follow me at Eladio Talks on Twitter and Instagram, and also follow the brand at My Empty Opinions on Twitter, Instagram. And now, let me do a drum roll. Where's the drum roll? There we go. And now, My Empty Opinions is on TikTok. Oh, shit. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. I don't know what the fuck. I wanted this. Yeah, it's on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, guys. Yes, I'm on TikTok. Or the brand is at My Empty Opinions. I'm going to be posting podcast clips there and just content clips in general. That's fun because of the way that I'm doing it. It's I'm experimenting with a new way of putting clips out. It's just fun to see, for me to do it. It's always fun to do new things, right? So go follow the TikTok at My Empty Opinions there. Obviously subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching this, or if you're not, whatever. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the notification bell. Wait, hold on, before I get to that. I don't know if anybody left a review on the Apple Podcast feed. I didn't, because I checked yesterday, and I don't think somebody magically left a review. But if you're listening to this on Apple Podcast, please leave a 5-star rating, and if you leave a review, I will read it in this section of the podcast. So please do that. And that's the housekeeping for that. Now let's get to the shit that really matters, the YouTube version. If you're watching this, you're a true G. Just subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell to know when new videos come out. Like this video if you enjoyed this video. Like this video if you like this video. Comment your favorite part of this episode. And share this episode with a friend if you think they might enjoy podcasts and or this specific podcast. So that's it for this episode, both on the YouTube version and the podcast version. Yeah, I mean, my brain is fried today. Like, I did the podcast. Maybe that's partly why this episode wasn't as good as I hoped, is because my brain was kind of fried. You know what I mean? I was working all day, and then I came home. Now I did this podcast, and now I'm doing this outro. I'm kind of run down for the day, if you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, I only have a certain amount of energy. Right now I'm powering through, but usually, I don't have this much energy. But whatever. This has been episode 95, Learn Some Matters, with Alicia Valdez, here on this Empty Opinions podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode next week for episode 96, when I'll for sure know who won. Right now this episode's come out and we know who's the president, but I won't really know until next week. So wait for that, and maybe I'll talk about it in episode 96. See you guys then.